Hi, I'm Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also a co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make keto easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Yeah, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for daily updates on all our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track. We love having you with us on our journey. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. So, we did get on a little bit late. I was talking.
Sorry.
What the heck? Why does it say take the poll? That's wrong. Not sure why that decided to activate. That was from an old one. Anyway,
Okay.
we got a bit distracted, but I'm really glad
You were
that
working
yes.
at work?
Just talking to Jared. Rihanna says good morning. Kim says good morning, everyone.
Good
Fix MJ says hi all.
morning.
Peggy says good morning, early bird. Sonia says good morning, everyone. He says LOL. I thought I was commenting on this one, but nope, it was the one for the 6th.
That's funny.
And I did go through and schedule all of the live streams for the rest of this week,
High five. Way to be prepared.
setting myself up for success. Lynette says good morning from the glorious storefront. Happy Groundhog Day!
Yeah.
It's Groundhog Day. So we're going to have wings, and then we're going to eat a bunch of brats and stuff.
Yep. The kids
While we
will have
watch
hot dogs
Groundhog
while
Day.
we eat jalapeno cheddar bratwurst. I'm also going to have some smoked salmon. I decided because I bought it for myself.
All right. Keto Dana says, hey all. Lori says, love that, Miriam. Floyd
Thank
says, good
you.
morning. Matreya says, hi everyone. Shelly says, hey guys. Sitting here waiting for my oil to be changed.
Oh, how fun.
I'm assuming in your car. Because, I mean, it could be oil somewhere else. I don't know. Shauna says, good morning, Chris and Miriam. Love your shirt, Miriam.
Thank you.
Matreya likes your hat, earrings, and shirt.
I win. Thanks,
I like
Betraya.
her butt.
Ah,
And that says, love y'all, good morning.
appropriate.
Keto Jim says, hello, finally got to come on alive, working a lot. Oh, well, I'm glad that you're working. Denise says, hey, Chris and Miriam. Debbie says, hi, folks. Happy Groundhog Day.
Thanks.
Was it last year or the year before? We totally spaced watching Groundhog Day until
Oh.
like 2 days later.
And then we're like, hey, guess what it was? The second.
Yeah. Lisa says, good morning. Just 2.5 weeks until Costa Rica. That
Yes.
is correct.
Yes. We're excited.
I just realized I do need to do some research and set myself up for some success as far as like what we're going to do when we land.
Oh, yeah. What are we going to do?
I don't know.
We have to figure out how to get places.
Well, so, I mean, if we were going to Chile, I could actually probably make my way around just fine. The language isn't going to be a problem for me, but Miriam is going
I'm
to be...
just not going to talk
she'll
to
be just like,
anybody.
they're supposed to be giving us a ride from the airport to where we're staying, but
Oh, nice.
after that, we're kind of like,
So are we staying at the same place?
yes.
And then we can play around.
Yeah, I actually was... They were really nice and booked our entire stay for us at the hotel.
Oh,
I was
that's
just
so
going to
nice.
go ahead and do it, and they're like, just kidding, we booked it all for you. I'm like, oh, okay, do you want me to
wanted
pay
go
you
a
back for
couple
that?
days ahead. Yeah.
Anyway, Carol says good morning. Aaron says good morning. Michelle says good morning with the sun out and shining. You know what? Our sun is out shining right now, too.
Yes, I actually went to work in the sunshine. I usually go to work in the dark, but I wasn't feeling very good this morning.
Yeah, that's
my
true.
shoulders were hurting, and so I went back to sleep, and then I got up and went to work in the light.
Where'd you get your shirt? Was it on Amazon?
I don't remember, but
Okay.
it's cute, right? I got it from some Facebook ad.
Okay. Mimi says good morning. Happy to catch you live. We have a lot of snow. Started on Sunday morning. It's still snowing in Maryland. He says happy Tex-Mex Tuesday and Groundhog Day. Time to make some Purnell's breakfast patties in celebration.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, Keto Jim is James England.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. New YouTube name. Christian says I learned more about Groundhog Day in school than I did about Black History Month.
Oh, that's sad.
You know what? That's probably true. Probably because it wasn't something that was like pushed. That's not the word I'm looking for. Something that was celebrated a lot.
Yeah.
But don't worry, Google has made sure that I know on my calendar that yesterday was the first day of Black History Month. It told me.
Oh yeah.
And Amazon is telling me when I go to buy stuff that it's
Okay.
Black History Month, and I need to watch movies that are.
We should watch movies.
Yeah, and
That'd be
it's
good.
like, hey, there's no way you're forgetting it. So
I think it's great. I remember learning a lot about Black History Month in school.
Caden says, I'd have groundhog, but pulled hog is already in the fridge. I made pulled hog on Sunday.
That doesn't
Sean
sound as
says,
delicious.
Sean says, then you will eat all that again. Groundhog Day and all. Yep. Laura says, morning, got my Keto Chow flasks yesterday. I don't understand the vacuum ones. I thought they would have straws like the one on them. Please explain also, how many employees do you have? So those particular ones, the ones that were on sale for the family and friends one, they only
don't
have a screw lid. You can, Amazon and other places, they have different lids that fit into that.
That's the straw lid.
That's the standard neck flask.
Yeah.
So they're available from Hydro Flask and a bunch of other places. The larger ones that we normally have are the wide mouth.
Mm-hmm. And you can also get straw lids for those if you want additional straw lids. We found some. Where do we find some? On Amazon for like $2 or something.
Yeah.
And then they have the longer straws. So if you had like a taller bottle, you can cut them to the length you want. And then I always cut it at an angle because otherwise you'll stick it to the bottom, and every time you drink, you just get the bottom of the thing, and it's annoying. So.
Yep. And she asked, how many employees do we have? So let's go
like
to
30. That's the employees that we have. We have
wow.
A couple less. Okay, we have
a few of them aren't there now.
One that's not in that.
But we've added
two
more.
that's not in that picture. That are in that picture, and then we have 1, 2, 3.
We've added quite a few more.
We have more. We love them. They're amazing.
Jennifer says, good morning. Just stopping by before I go teach virtually.
Hey, well, thank you for teaching.
No, you're going to teach for realsies.
You're helping
but
the
not
world,
in person.
So thank you.
Matreya says, spicy taco keto chow for dinner, but right now I'm eating steamed egg.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I went with sweet with it. Added cinnamon and cardamom to the eggs. Steamed topped with a teaspoon of coconut oil. That doesn't sound sweet, though. It just sounds Swedish. That's a Swedish egg.
Well, if you have cinnamon, I would say that's not.
But it doesn't make it sweet by adding cinnamon.
Well, compared to an egg without cinnamon.
Yeah, it still won't make it sweet. Linda says, hi, what's your experience with allulose versus erythritol?
I like them both. Allulose is sticky.
Yes, allulose.
It performs more like sugar, though, so in baking it actually works really well. It measures
Or
like
making
sugar.
Candied almonds. It works really well, too.
But we should start making candied almond slivers because then it's not as hard to chew, the giant almonds. But erythritol, I think, is good, too. It has a different taste. It has a cooling effect. Mm-hmm. It's a standard sweetener. If you want to use erythritol that's powdered, if you have granular ones, you can
have to put it through a coffee grinder.
Yeah, grind it up, and then it works. Or you can buy the erythritol already ground.
We've found that if you try to put granulated erythritol into whipped cream, no, you'll end up with crunchy whipped cream.
Yeah. Or fat bombs, like any fat bomb recipe that you make, I would use powdered erythritol. But allulose is kind of already powdered when you get it.
Well, it depends on the allulose. Some of it's more granular.
But
stuff
usually,
that we've gotten.
Usually it's less granular, and so then you don't have to do that.
As far as metabolically, we haven't noticed really any difference between the two. Both of them seem to be what they purport to be.
And both of them, if you eat too much, you'll get a tummy ache.
Yeah. Pues Matreya dice, es Costa Rica, muchas personas van a hablar inglés. Lilybug says, I've missed the lives. They're keeping me busy to watch you.
Oh, great.
Too busy to watch you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Rihanna says, Phil says, 6 more weeks of winter if you believe in that.
I wish we had a good winter over here. We're going to have a lame summer of no water, so that'll be sad.
También Matreya dice, su acento americano tal vez puede ser difícil para ellos, pero no tan mal.
Chris is out of practice, too.
Sometimes I have problems with the vocabulary, and I just have to remember. And sometimes I do forget to speak with the correct accent, and I get lazy. And so I have to, strangely enough, a lot of times the accent sounds better when you don't enunciate properly. Erica says, I've looked at your recipes for Keto Chow, and what is the easiest, simple way to make the shakes? What are your must-haves for your fridge pantry to be successful? And
the easiest way to make the shake would be with 4 ounces of heavy cream.
Yeah, so a half cup.
Like 16 ounces of water?
Yeah, so if you have a blender bottle, if you fill it, well, it depends on the amount of fat that you want. But
Yeah.
you put the amount of fat that works for you. If that happens to be a half cup, you fill it up to the 4-ounce line on the blender bottle. Then the powder. Then water up to the 20-ounce line, shake it up, stick it in the fridge. That's it. That's really all you need to do. You can do butter, which is also fantastic, but then you need a blender. Mm-hmm. So... and Heath says, oh no, buffering. Well,
oops.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Elvira says that there's a person that she knows in Jacksonville that went to school with a set of our twins, probably Audrey and Haley. I'll have to find out who went to Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah. Who did
I was reading something yesterday that was really funny. It was people.
A sister.
I know. I said.
I didn't catch that part.
Okay. But so it was a thread on Twitter that was talking about how people have their significant others in their phone, and some people just have their full name. Some people have like something else. And a guy said, one of my children, identical twins, has the other twin in their phone as spare parts. Which I thought was hilarious.
So funny. Well, and we've always joked for years and years that we have a spare.
Well, yeah,
we've got a spare.
Okay, I'm all about failover redundancy. If one of them fails, we have a hot swap.
But it's still kind of funny. Yeah, that is funny. I'll have to ask the girls. Yeah. Well, at least one girl that's here who's in Jacksonville. She knows.
Confident Fit Mom says Happy Tuesday.
Hey, Happy Tuesday.
Laura says I didn't get the Friends and Family Flask on sale. I got the other ones, purple and green ones.
Nice. The purple and green ones. I'm trying to remember.
So she is talking about insulated flasks. So these guys. Because these don't come with a straw lid. They should come with a twist-on lid. Or do they?
Some of them come with a straw lid.
Oh, some of them do come with a straw
lid.
lid.
Yeah, they're new. Right. So if you got one that didn't have the straw lid, then that makes sense.
And it should be the simple modern ones.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a bunch of different sizes and colors. So like this, the purple and green one.
Mm-hmm. See, that one has the non-straw lid.
Yeah, so it has the flip-top lid and the
screw-on lid. Yeah. So eventually they'll all change out to be straw lids because they started carrying them that way, and they're sending them to us that way. So we're kind of transitioning.
Yep. James says Taco Tuesday having shredded beef tacos with carnivore taco shells.
Nice.
Maitreya says, yeah, fair. Most people would probably want to add sweetener. He says, did you hear that they made a sequel to Groundhog Day? The case has no logo, but you open the CD DVD, it plays the original. They actually did make a sequel to Groundhog Day, and it was a virtual reality game, computer game.
Oh, okay.
And it has the same characters, and some of the voice actors are the same as well.
Really?
Yeah, it's Phil's son goes back to Punxsutawney and gets stuck in a time loop as well.
I thought they were going to live there.
I don't know. I love time loop movies. It's my favorite genre next to post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know what else you like? Post-apocalyptic movies.
It's just...
I like feel-good movies.
I love derelict buildings and stuff like that.
We should really go visit some.
Well, it's just it's fascinating to me to sit there and think of the story of okay, some person spent hours or months or years building this, and now it's forgotten and falling apart.
And what's the story?
Yeah, I'd like to know the story, but
what's that guy that you follow in England? The guy who tells stories about different places.
Oh, Tom Scott?
Yeah, Tom Scott. He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Check him out.
Holly says, we need more winter. We haven't had one yet. That is true.
We haven't had one.
Debbie says, it looks like spring this morning. Let's see. Fix MJ says, also, allulose can look burnt when using it for baking. So I've heard. I use it in browning.
Oh, yeah,
you can. You can
it
totally.
It does act like sugar.
Yeah. He says, as Fred Sanford used to say, beans and nachos to you too. Jessica says, good morning. I'm 2 miles away. What the heck? Rachel says, I think you should sell Keto Chow shirts. Free advertising. So I saw your post on the Keto Chow Facebook support group, And I replied saying, if you go to shop and you go to shirts and stuff on
gear. Mm-hmm.
There's the Keto Chow shirts. We actually don't sell them. They're sold by Amazon, and we make a couple of pennies on each one. Mm-hmm. I actually priced it as low as possible so that we didn't make negative money. Like, you can actually, you can price them so that every time someone buys it, it costs us money. But right now we're making, it's like 5 or 10 cents. So there are Raglan ones. You can get men or women's in various colors. There's all sorts of stuff.
And they have the pyramid on the back.
They do.
Pyramid.
I guess I should
show that.
Wait for it. There it is. Food pyramid. So yeah, those are available. Virus says, yes, it was Audrey and Haley. There you go.
Oh,
Hungry,
yeah.
he says, spare spots equals
so
comedy
awesome.
gold. Trish says, good morning from Alberta. I don't know why I said that with a Spanish accent.
I don't know why either.
Because I had an A on the end and my brain just...
It's because you're thinking in Spanish.
Saskia says, they already do. You can get them on Amazon. There you go. Lori says, what's the purpose of the vacuum on the flask? Oh, okay. So... Okay, so a vacuum insulated flask. It's insulated using a vacuum. So you have an inner container and an outer container. And in between the two of them, there's nothing. It's a vacuum. In order for heat to transfer from one thing to another, it needs to go through something. That could be air, it could be a liquid, or it could be a solid. Liquids actually tend to transfer heat pretty well unless you have a solid that has really good contact. Mm-hmm. That's why computer processors use a fan with the heat sink and stuff like that that's made out of metal. Anyway, if you don't have anything in between the inner and the outer, it can't transfer heat. So you end up with like thermoses, really good thermoses, really good insulated flasks, things like that, will use a vacuum because it's the best way to insulate something. Like, I think it's better than hydrogel even, because it doesn't transfer any heat. The only way it transfers heat is through radiance, like infrared. And so, with those vacuum insulated flasks, they have a vacuum in between the two walls, so they keep hot stuff hot and cold stuff cold. There you go. That's the vacuum.
Da da da.
Yep.
We like them because it keeps Keto Chow cold.
And, Shauna did point out, and Lori checked for this, Simple Modern, the ones that don't have the straw top lid usually have a coupon
inside
that you can get a free straw lid if you pay for them for shipping. It's not through us, it's directly through the manufacturer.
So, sorry, that's a bummer that you wanted the straw one and we didn't have it.
Lori says, my daughter did study abroad in Costa Rica and said that many people spoke great English, so Miriam should be totally fine. Okay. He says, oh, wow, I never knew that about GHD. I would also love that joke. Groundhog Day, yes. Julia says, good morning. You guys look fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
Dennis says, morning bears, about spare things. Could you use 96 to 192 bratwurst sausages for a birthday celebration? Yes. Yes, we could. Absolutely. Gonna freeze those and actually I might fill up a bathtub and roll around in them.
Gross.
He says, come visit the Astrodome.
Yeah.
Debbie says, making my first mug cake today, devil's food, and going to make the rest of the packet into ice cream to top it. Nice.
That's a great idea. Why didn't we think of that?
I don't know. Kelly says, good morning. Sojourn says, hello, everyone. So happy I got myself an account and supplies.
Supplies.
Jean says, woohoo, made it. Rachel said, didn't see your comment about the t-shirts in the group. Had no idea. Thanks. Okay, great.
Awesome.
Danielle, well, I'm glad that you asked again so that I could show you. Danielle says, we're supposed to have 51 degrees in North Dakota today.
Wow,
what the heck?
Go out and get a tan. I keep wanting to go out. I have a serious vitamin D deficiency. I've been taking vitamin D pills, and I just need to go to the doctor or something. But I just keep wanting to go outside, but it's cold enough that I don't want to go outside and take my sleeves up.
Yeah.
But if I won't go outside with a jacket, but it's not really the same
Jessica
thing.
wants to know if she can back into the dock. You can until about 1 o'clock. So, yes. Because after that, the mail truck comes. as opposed to the female truck. Jean says, good morning, Shauna. Michelle says, I made too much raspberry mousse for me. Snuck the rest into my kids' pancakes like a fluffy whipped cream. They couldn't figure out what it was, but said it was good. And I didn't waste any. Carrie says, Miriam Bear, you're freaking cute.
Oh, thank you.
Then it says, Keto Chow and the Nerd Science Factory. Oh, also Carrie says, cookies and cream mug cakes. Sonny says, good morning, having my apple pie warm with cinnamon apple tea while watching. Ladybug says, I just got the McBLT jingle in my head. Keeps the hot side hot and the cool side cool.
I don't think I know that jingle.
Hot, cool. You don't remember that? The McDLT.
I don't remember that. I remember...
It's the McDonald's lettuce and tomato sandwich. It had two sides, and one side had the tomato and everything else, and the other side had the bacon.
I remember
you put them together.
The long one on the poppy seed bun.
Oh.
One. We had a record of that.
Sesame seed bun.
Poppy seed. Yeah, not poppy seed.
Then it says, be there in 2 hours with brats. Nice. Thank you. Kim says, do you think that every other day fasting has helped you lose weight faster?
Definitely.
It has definitely turned the tide.
Definitely.
In fact, they haven't certified me being one of the winners yet, but I was 0.2 pounds under my goal for diet bet.
Yes.
Although, in order to get that, a lot of times when I go to take the picture, I'm holding my phone. I had to wait until the scale stopped and then pick up my phone.
Dang it.
So let's see. So yeah, doing the alternate day fasting has seemed to be
I actually really love it.
Kane says, I'm going to figure out how to mug cake all the things.
Yes.
Jennifer says, if we get the mixed collection of mug cakes, do we get all the recipe cards?
Yes.
Yes, you do. FixMJ says, this is us because they keep going back in time. My husband calls it, this is yuck. Way too sappy. LaFawn says, is it possible to mix Keto Chow into something like a Keto Brick, like fat bombs? So you kind of can. The problem with Keto Chow is the electrolytes, the potassium and the sodium are in crystal form. And you have to dissolve the salt and the potassium, or else you have to dissolve it in water, or else when you're eating it, all you'll taste is the salt. The big giant crystals will hit your tongue and just immediately trip your sensors.
It's kind of good, though.
Yeah. So you can make things like that. You can make fat bombs, but you have to use some amount of water in order to dissolve it. But then you can also use a bunch of fat, and it should work just fine. There are several
we have quite a few
recipes.
fat bomb recipes on the site.
Yep. Ladybug says, so much styrofoam. Gene says, the McDLT with 2 times the foam trash. That's right.
Yep.
Matreus says, remember the whole menu. Big Mac, Filet-O-Fish, Quarter Pounder, French fries, icy Coke, milkshake, sundaes, and apple pie. No, I actually never learned that song. I've learned most of the other songs from that era. Let's see. Caden says, once my wife argued with a Burger King employee about the existence of a chicken Whopper. I not only remembered it, my hobby of interacting with AIs meant I remembered Subservient Chicken. I remember Subservient Chicken, too.
Oh, my gosh.
We also had the Burger King Special Edition original Xbox games that came out.
The Burger King games?
The Burger King games.
At your house?
We have it. We ripped it onto our modded Xbox.
Oh.
And then I gave the discs to Ryan so that he could play them as well.
That's right.
I remember Subservient Chicken. Julie says, can you tell me where to get liver base B vitamin? I don't know about that, but you can get the desiccated liver pills.
Yes, we have them on our favorite things page. They're actually all over the place.
Yeah.
But I just got them on Amazon. They have like grass-fed beef liver pills and other. I just got those.
Oh, there it is.
That's the kind I got. It's perfect balanced or something. But it seems to work really well. And the iron pills, the ferrous sulfate, I've taken for years.
They just don't seem to work.
I was pregnant or whenever I was nursing, and I just never had enough liver. But, man, I just take those for even a few weeks, and it just ups my iron a lot faster. Those sulfate ones, I just don't absorb very well.
You're late. Ida says, looking cute in that hat.
Thank
Matreya
you.
says, y'all are welcome. He says, are you sure it was not Burger Time? No. I am absolutely positive it was Burger King. Stacy says, your voice sounds like Seth Rogen. People keep on saying that. I don't hear it myself, but I don't know. Lily Vogue says we had all the supersized collector cups from McDonald's. Michael Keaton, Batman tie-in. Nice. Yes. Okay, well, we're going to take off. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and we will catch you tonight. We will be doing our longer live stream.
I might take a shower before then.
It will be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 7:30 Mountain. So, anyway, we'll catch y'all later.
Bye.